Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Divinity Original Sim, Enhanced Edition. Episódio passado a gente chegou aqui no barco, né, onde tinha a outra metade do corpo, né, de Nick, o decapitado. E aí vamos tentar ir lá naquele pirata, né? Aquele pirata aqui tá difícil de matar.
Warren Lever.
I've spotted a trap.
Vou tentar chegar nessa alavanca não. Aqui, pelo amor de Deus. Ver se ele vira pra cá, se ele vira pra lá. Se ele virar pra lá, eu...
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
You are but kindling for my triumphant flame. there you are. You were rather conspicuously absent during that last fight I was in.
Really? Didn't mean to leave you in the lurch like that. Next time, shout and I'll come running.
Oh, I didn't really run into any...
Deixa eu ver aqui.
I've got my eyes on the prize. Fortune!
Vixe, Maria.
Where there's smoke!
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
On the men! Bless the Seven! I am restored!
que eu vou destruir isso aqui.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
Lembrei que tem um cantinho aqui que eu não consegui vir, né? E eu lembro que eu peguei umas duas chaves ali com esse Capitão Pôncio. Eu acho que é esse caminho aqui.
Crabs aren't so bad, you know. At least they aren't poisonous.
A dead dragon. bested one of Rivellon's most ancient creatures.
I'd wager someone, or something, made mad and mighty by Source.
Careful now. Cave spiders can be rather crabby if you just...
So we're on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but 2 dragons.
Delight of delights.
My great-great-grandrat used to tell me about a great red stone that made the local fauna fierce enough to take on these dragons.
Do you suppose that's what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like so much rump roast?
It's drawing water from the sea.
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it.
Sai daí.
Have mercy on your soul.
Ixi, Maria. Vai fazer alguma coisa bem.
Bad news travels fast.
Eu consigo congelar ela. Tudo menos água, né? Esmagamento é o que dá mais dano.
Sigurd himself!
Vamos aproveitar.
Blitzbolt!
squeeze of citrus and you've got yourself a meal.
Now this is valuable. I've got my eyes on the prize. Well, what's this I've spotted?
Your flesh. Why, you're positively radiating. It's been years since a warm blood has wandered through these caverns. An utterly lovely sight. I know not. I know so little. My life in full I recall, from my earliest memories to my most recent sorrows. But why I was on board a ship from Errata to Sicil. The night was black as ink, and the lighthouse in the distance offered us no aid. The ship's hull soon met the cragged shallows, and we were all of us lost. The thing I can least reconcile is that my own husband, my Samson, keeps the lighthouse. What could have become of him that night? My mind races with the possibilities. Gossipers, they nearly ruined me. In life, I was a natural philosopher, you see. A student of the stars. Errata, an elfish land not so far from Sicil, happens to boast the finest telescope in all of Rivellon. So I set sail, planning to spend several weeks there enhancing my research. When I arrived, I found an instant friend in the telescope's keeper, an elfish scientist named Faladar. We had much to share concerning our studies, and found great joy in one another's company. It was a friendship as pure as starlight, but that didn't keep the rumors from flying. As the insinuations became increasingly vile, I thought it best to sail back to Sicil straight away, and to introduce Faladar, my friend, to Samson, my only love, putting any and all foul rumors to rest. As you know, though, we never made it. Faladar is lost forever, and what has become of my darling Samson, I know not. He could never. You mean to say he left us to those savage waters on purpose? And yet, if what you say is true, well, I must meet him.
Aqui eu acho que não tem mais nada não. Lá no farol. A missão do farol é a missão do gatinho, né? Pra analisar aqui.
My love, I should have known you would never betray me. I should have known your love to be as constant as the sky. Madness took hold of my heart, and with razor nails scratched murderous intent into it. And yet, look at us now. Not even death could impede our reunion. I beg of you, my love, forgive me. With but a word you can...
You've heard the whole story by now. Perhaps you can help me settle my mind. Half of me is furious and the...
Deixa eu ver aqui. Porque sempre esses diálogos, né, dá uma pontuação para alguma das habilidades que eu tenho. E dependendo do que eu responder, vai dar uma habilidade que eu venha a usar mais ou menos. Então vou dar as duas respostas aqui para ver, né?
Desdemona is under no obligation to forgive her murderer, no matter how sorry he may be.
Agreed. No one ought to feel compelled to forgive the fiend who snatched his or her life away.
Right you are. This cur deserves no more of my forgiveness than the devil himself. Away from me. For good this time.
I have sowed, and heartbreak I must reap. Come, eternity. Let loneliness be thy instrument of torture. Regret I rack. It's no more than I, blackest of souls, deserve. For it was love itself that I yielded to the waves.
I'd worry about seeing you in the next life, but I'm certain you alone will be banished to hell. Goodbye forever, Butcher.
And thus ends the lesson. Trust not even the one you think loves you the most.
Fortunately, it's pretty simple for you, Jehan. You're not so dumb that you'd ever think someone could love you.
Certo. Você dá um F8 aqui e falar pra perdoar.
Samson is truly repentant.
Indeed.
I suppose you're right. The deed is done, and I can do naught but move forward now. Samson, I do forgive.
Shining soul, my love. From its incomparable purity, even the diamond hides its dull complexion in shame. The nightmare is at an end. We are together again, and shall remain so evermore.
Yes, the past is the past, my darling. Let's go forward together now, hand in hand into the next life.
These ghosts are fools if they think they'll find happiness now. New betrayal awaits, even in death.
Come on, Grumps. It ain't so dire as all that. They'll probably kick off their ghostly boots and have a nice time of eternity.
Soaked to the skin!
Agora lá no felininho.
What's with you, bipeds and beer? No better drink. Winking whiskers! You found my collar? Oh, thank you! Bless you! I shall don it right this instant and hie me to Maxine as fast as my paws can carry me. You have made me...
Made a big change on your boat for the wear of the good stuff.
Maxine, my love, look at me. I'm wearing it. The collar I told you about. The one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is. A band of jewels such as no one in Sicile has ever beheld.
dear me, but that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Oh, darling Sam, you are a Tom of Means after all.
That I am, my little tigress. Behold my true color, and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Oh, what a passionate puss you are, my darling Sam. As impetuous as ever. But indeed you do seem to have the right and reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear Sam, I will marry you.
With a word, you have stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, my lean-tailed lady. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
Many cases.
And so Sam's story has a happy end after all.
It wouldn't have if we had never found that collar. Maxine only agreed to marry him because he is rich now.
I'm afraid you're right. She's quite the little gold digger, that mayor's cat.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Certo, deixa eu voltar aqui. Pragmático não me deu nada.
There was quite a bit of troubled water to be crossed, but in the end, Maxine turns out to really love him.
So she does. They...
Romântico. Ah, aqui dá pra ver o que a característica aumenta, né? São 4 pontuações de característica que aumenta em 1. Que amuleto da sorte aumenta em 1. Força de vontade, obediente, é o que? Liderança, né?
is a pity indeed to see how this treasure of a cat, this pinnacle of nature's beauty, has been corrupted by the wretched mores of man. Base materialism has darkened the purity of her soul, and has seized. Let the story of Sam and his beloved serve as an example of this bitter truth. Between two humans, no love is unconditional. So strongly does this sad depravity seep from our every pore that it adulterates the innocence of what should be stainless spirits. We suffer from the inability to bestow love devoid of logic, devotion devoid of design. Wealth, status, prestige, the carnality of flesh and fortune, those love. It is the name we give a base ambition, a delusion we blindly compel to be true and therefore falsely hold to be absolute. Pity love, and be wary of her too, for she is but a deception. Aptly put. Verily, the concept of love is but the vagary of I shall not deny that my mind too was puerile once, that I too loved a woman with all to be. Ah, enough. Forget what I said. Dig love.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim, dearest customer. I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Certo, vamos vender as coisinhas aqui, né?
Made a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Acho que eu vou vender essa granagem. Vamos ver até agora.
Not the mood for cheese. Excuses more holes than the size of this pie.
Ah, mas aqui é a adaga, não vou usar a adaga.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not the mood for cheese. Excuses more holes than the size of this pie.
No better solution to the zombie problem than send us silver arrows. gracious patron. I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Made a big change on your rope with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Not the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than the size of this fine woman there.
Ixi, empolguei.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than the size of this fine woman there.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sidefields ever seen.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Made a big change on your rope with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Aaron has as many friends as the man eating many cheeses.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Well, what sort of arrows? Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Deixa eu ver esse aqui só pelo aterrorizado.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Potions to bemuscle you. Scrolls to entussle you.
Not the mood for cheese.
Era esse aqui que eu tava usando. Por enquanto eu vou usar o de água lá.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
E aqui tem mais alguma coisa. Vamos dar uma olhada aqui no equipamento. Não, esse de
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Esse aqui vai pra Madora também. Isso aqui não dá pra vender. Desse escudo.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Eu já arranquei com o palmo nem roupa.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine common there.
Let us see if you can choose the fine ingredients.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Ain't a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Join the Stud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Ain't a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Aim straight, aim true. Harris by the cousins.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11?
Harris by the cousins.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Join the Stud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Ain't a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Beleza, galera. Ficando por aqui. Se gostou, deixa um like, compartilha aí. Valeu!